didn't know, when you test for black sash, there's 19 different sparring combinations that you have to do, that you have to know. So, in Master's Path, we're going to start working on our advanced sparring combinations. It's also good to know combinations because when you're sparring, you don't want to just throw one punch or one kick. Because you're probably, even if you hit them, they're probably going to just get you right back. So you want to make sure you're bombarding them. You're kind of like flustering them, making them like, oh gosh, they're going to get me. So you want to make sure that you're throwing your techniques one right after the other and that you're doing it quickly, all right? So the very first one is a front hand front punch, which we went over today. A front leg front kick, we also went over that today, and then a ridge hand. We haven't learned that yet. So today we're just going to focus on doing our front hand front punch and front leg front kick. Alright, so this is a really good combo because essentially you're blinding your opponent. So if you're punching towards them, they think, oh my gosh, they're just coming. If you punch right towards their face, they think that you're just coming in with punches, but really you're kicking and they can't see that kick if you're doing it fast enough right after your punch. So your opponent isn't expecting that kick to come and you're getting them, flustered, like I was saying, you're getting them like, oh my gosh, they're coming for me. So it's a really good combo because you've got coming at you and then a kick that they weren't expecting. So when we're doing our combos, you don't want to do like a punch and then like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do a kick. No, you want to make sure you're doing them quickly, one right after the other. So you want to make sure you're punching out. As you're pulling back, you want to already be kicking out. All right, so we want to keep it quick, and but we want to make sure that we're doing it correctly. So don't just like, no, make sure you're still doing a good front hand front punch and a good front leg front kick. So all of those things that we talked about today, making sure you're hitting your target, making sure you're hitting with the ball of your foot when you're doing your front leg front kick, making sure you're bending your knee, and then bending it again, because what if you want to kick again? What if you decide, oh, I'm going to kick again? Then you can do multiple kicks. All right, so all the things that we talked about today, I want you to incorporate them into your combination. Attention, stand.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready, stand. So we're going to do our front hand front punch. As you're pulling it back, I want you to be already lifting up your leg to do your front leg front kick.
Yes, ma'am.
When I say one, do them one right after the other. You don't have to go height, height. Just say height on the last one. So on your kick, height. One.
Height.
Two.
Height.
Three.
Height.
4.
Height.
5.
Height.
6.
Height.
7.
Height.
8.
Height.
9.
Height.
10.
Height.
Say us. Remember, just turn your head. You can adjust your feet once you get into your O, so you make sure you're in a good, solid, ready stance. Same thing on this side. We're going to punch out. As we're pulling it back, we want to be kicking out. 1.
Height.
2.
Height.
3.
Height.
Make sure you keep your guard up. 4.
Height.
5.
Height.
6.
Height.
7.
Height.
8.
Height.
9.
Height.
10.
Height.
Say us. Keep together.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So it can be really beneficial to practice your punches and kicks on an actual heavy bag. So do you guys want to practice your combination, your punch and your kick on a heavy bag?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So if you're at home, you might not have anything that you can punch and kick. Maybe you've got like a giant teddy bear from a carnival or something that you could punch and kick. Or maybe you have your own heavy bag. So it's good to get that practice of actually punching and kicking, especially with kicks. Sometimes they don't really make a lot of sense until you actually kick something. But if you don't have anything, you can just practice your punches and kicks in the air. That will still help you get better. Just keep in mind all of the things that I told you today about what a good punch and a good kick look like, and make sure that you're doing those in quick succession, so one right after the other, and you will be good to go. So, Sophia, you can take orange. This is your orange. You want to practice on a heavy bag? Punch and kick? Yes? Okay, you can have this one. Jackie, you can do the green one. You're good. So just practice your punch and kick. Remember, you want your punch to be like right about your eye level, because you want to be thinking that you're blinding your opponent. It doesn't matter if your punch actually hits. I want you to actually hit your heavy bag. But in general, it doesn't matter if you actually hit with your punch, because what you're doing, you're essentially just distracting them, trying to block their line of vision so that you can get in there with that kick. All right, so go ahead and give it a shot. Make sure you're hitting with the ball of your foot when you're kicking your heavy bag, and go ahead. Try both sides. You could punch. Try the other side if you haven't yet. Switch to the other side. Put your did it feel punching the heavy